I fought many a warrior in my time, and I can tell he gloried in that kill. If he's that far gone, I doubt we'll be able to reason with him. He might be beyond our help. What had happened to Howron? I thought back to what Zasalamel had told me. Many malfested lose all sense of reason, becoming violent and attack people. Astral fissures exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it, or turn them into a malfested. It was likely that Howron had been transformed into a malfested by the Azure Fissure in Young Wang. How use resolve? Please forgive me for interrupting your journey. I asked him what happened to Howron. After my brother returned from his journey, how can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently he'd seen something similar on his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began acting stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grew needlessly violent. Then one day he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, well, you saw it for yourself. He became a monster. Soon many others became like Howran. They began slaughtering each other. However, no one could match my brother's martial prowess. I never thought I'd see his training used for such evil. For a short while, we all fell silent. Then Hao-Yu looked at me, his eyes filled with determination. I practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind, strong. He would help anyone who needed it, without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him, end his suffering. Hao-Yu's injury was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remained strong. Ask him if he's sure. Ask if Howron can be saved. I searched hard for another way, be it through medicine, magic, anything. But every road led to failure, and nothing I could do helped. None in Yonggwing who have suffered the same fate as my brother can be brought back either. Hao-Yu's expression is filled with pain, but his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize the strength of his resolve. There may still be a way. In Lingqing-Su, where my brother and I studied, people spoke of a legendary old man who may know how to resist this evil. But the stories about him were always vague. And besides, it would take many a day simply to reach the temple. Ask him if he's sure he wants me to kill Halloran. None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yonggwang will become a ghost town. My brother's sins are already too many. If he was in my position, he'd do the same thing. Hao-Yu's voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother to show up during these dark times. For her eyes, so young, they seemed filled with an exceptional resolve. I knew that I too would have to prepare myself for what lay ahead. I gotta find the old man! Ooh, spooky darkness. Okay. Wait. Let's check around and see if we can find anything. Ooh, there's stuff way over there! I want that stuff. I think those are important things, and I don't have money. It's impossible. How do I get money? Can I just, like, go until I can't go any further? No, it's too much. Actually, no, it's not too much. I can't make that. Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah. And I'm just gonna try to get as many fights as I can. If possible. Our opponent's combos do more damage. Defeat your opponent. Okay. Now the real problem is I completely forgot to equip a weapon that I'm competent with. Gabriel of Rhythm. Oh, that's not right. Oh. Here we go. This is the best. Cool. Let me do that again. No, I don't like you being here. Especially with that weapon. Well, let's go. Boom! Opposite? No, really. She is dead. You win! In search of strength. I'm a worthy opponent is awaiting me at the end of my journey with our pride as warriors at stake. Let's grab a nightmare weapon. Yes. The chrome blade. Actually, can you just grab? No, I can't. I can't grab the igneous weapon. Then I will grab the chrome blade. So the battle with 2 bars of your soul gauge full. Defeat all the opponents.
Damn you! Wanna beat it?
No. That's so weird. Oh, I made it unguardable. Interesting. I'm holding it, I guess?
This'll feel good.
To the wall! Or the floor.
Fight! This'll feel good.
I'm not even holding the sword. I'm using my telekinesis to slap the enemy.
Warrior stands in your way.
Also, I'm gonna make sure that I cannot die. Yes, I cannot. I mean, technically, I still could. But I'm essentially just gonna make sure that I have weapons that I can use and do decently with. Do I do really well with Astroth? Oh.
Silence.
I just said I do decently with this. Oh dang. Two. You win. Alright, fine. I'm back over here.
A warrior stands in your way.
I don't know who my opponent was. Oh well. You know how things are.
Fight!
Oh. I was like, oh, there's more of them. Oh, never mind. It's weird that you can't move around.
Your soul surges in your body.
Oh, cool. That's a lot of months. I arrived at the destination. Ooh. Bounty of the Scoundrels. The opponent's health and soul gauge recover over time. Defeat them! That's not much of a reward. I want to use an axe. I know that I'm not good at Astaroth, and I know that I'm good at Siegfried. However, I use the word good loosely. There's an axe. I want to learn Astaroth, is my point.
Battle one.
Frontal soul. Okay. Aha!
Stupid of me.
You're dead.
Stupid of me. KO.
Love that move.
Battle two. Fight.
The jigsaw. The jigsaw.
Best move. Also, it feels like the AI is not even trying to do the rock, paper, scissors thing. I don't know if I'm extremely lucky, or if they're just actively going, okay, they hit this button, let's make sure that we don't hit the same button. But it feels kind of condescending. Can't move that far. Fine. I need an absurd amount of money to do those other missions, so I don't have access to that. Hao Yu has made up his mind. Now it's my turn. Hao Ran has fallen victim to the manifestation, and I had to decide what to do. You have reduced health, and your opponent has increased attack power. Defeat them! Hao Yu led us into the forest, where he said we would find Hao Ran. Here, this is where my brother and I used to train. The forest was eerily quiet. However, I could feel unfriendly eyes follow our every move.
Grr, you came.
Hao Ran stepped out from the shadows.
Draw your weapon. I thirst for blood.
Hao Ran breathed erratically, like a possessed beast, and his eyes were filled with an insatiable bloodlust. He was ready to attack at any moment. Hao Ran, stop this already, please!
How you? Give it up. You cannot stop me.
I was both shocked and sad to see what Hao Ran had become. I asked him how a warrior like him could lose control like this, and he froze.
I may have looked like a decent human being, but I always knew that was not so. A dark shadow dwelled in my heart. I wanted to become like this, to crave the sight of blood, to know the ecstasy of tearing into flesh.
These were the ravings of a madman.
I trained my body and mind to keep the darkness within me from escaping, but the stronger I became, the stronger the conflict within me grew. Why did I seek strength? Why? Why? I knew why.
Hao Ran? Hao Ran readied his weapon, then let out a terrifying howl.
Do you think yourself a true warrior? Then prove it. Show me the darkness that lurks inside of you.
Hao Ran! Run! No! Not like this! You don't need to go down like this, Halron.
Battle.
It's not you! It's not how you are! It's not how you should run! Oh no! My face! Oh no! He's doing this again! Oh no! My face! Okay, enough of that. Now we do it on my turn. Or never mind, we do it on your terms. I'm going for the kick. Take that. Roar! Boom! Oh no. Oh no. Going for this. Let's go again! Oh no! My life! Okay, this is gonna be like this, isn't it? Dang! Oh dang! Oh dang! He beat me! That's not good. Mind you, I don't know what I'm doing with the axe. I still think it's not good. Actually, even more so. I don't know what I'm doing with the axe. Like that. Got him. To the wall!
Want a beating?
Let's go. How are you still on? Behold the power of my sitting.
Final battle. Fight.
Ah, I was right.
The jig's up.
1, 2, 3. No, that's not good. Alright, here we go. Oh no. Ha! I stuffed it with my foot. I'll run! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we're going all in. Woo! That was a rough one. To the wall! I like that stop there. Howron lay on the floor. Defeated, my head throbbed, and the world spun. I wasn't sure if it was because of the adrenaline or the influence of the astral void. I had to decide what to do about Howron. Yeah, I'm gonna show mercy.
Ugh.
With a sharp rap to the head, I knocked Howron out. Howron! Despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. Even though I stuck an axe in him and threw him into a rock at about 30 miles per hour. Laura Lily. As long as there was hope, I had to try to save him. Carrying the unconscious Howron, we made our way back to Howron's retreat, or Howdy's retreat. Curse my conscience! Can't reach a neutrality if I keep doing good deeds. The road to Ling Ching Su is long. We should prepare well. This fool could go wild again at any moment. Perhaps we should tie him up. How will you help me prepare for the journey ahead? Even Mitsurugi did his part. I left the retreat to find horses. My head throbbing with pain. I thought about Huang Yang. Heading to Ling Ching Su meant giving up on the astral fissure. Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. What do you intend to do with the outsider? A man dressed in black was standing within striking distance. I hadn't even noticed him approach. Tell him that you're going to Ling Ching-su to save Haoran. Perhaps you don't have anything to do with... Never mind. You must have taken leave of your senses in an attempt to help an outsider. That thing is no longer human, and its mind is not its own. How do you plan on traveling in a company with a rabid beast? Let's make a deal. I have medicine that will temporarily suppress the evil gnawing at the heart of the outsider. It is yours, if you agree to meet me at a place of my choosing after you finish your task. Ask if Haoran can be saved. This medicine will only suppress the evil temporarily. It cannot restore the outsider to who he once was. When you have done what you must do, head west to Kararan. You'll find a ruined castle where what you seek lies there. Oh, and come alone. Does not compute. Do you not understand that you are but one of many who seek it? Make haste. With those final words, the mystery man simply vanished. Ooh. You can now employ the service of Jiang Guang's recruitment agency. There you will find a wide selection of mercenaries you can hire for gold. If you run into a difficult mission, consider employing the services of a mercenary. Mercenaries are NPCs that can help you on a mission. A contracted NPC will fight in the place of the player for one mission. Contracting a mercenary before a battle starts a mission. Press start to select a mercenary. Select the character you wish to use, and the mercenary will fight your opponent before you, and if they win, you beat the mission. However, if they lose, you have to fight as normal. You can supply mercenaries with weapons and food you have collected. Mercenaries can only equip weapons that match their own style. Okay. Interesting. The intrepid merchant, Thomas the Sincere. Oh, cool. More Thomas stuff. Thomas didn't seem like a bright test firework in the sky, so it hardly came as a surprise to learn that he had gotten into trouble again with the Ming Empire. Ooh. Can I do I have another axe? Nope. Just this one axe. The Ming Empire was known far and wide as a center of trade. Once at the height of its wealth and power, it even built a grand fleet that sailed as far as Africa. However, the empire was now a shadow of its former glory. Its once bustling harbors now lay still and silent. Get your hands off of me! I haven't smuggled anything! I recognize that voice. That was Thomas the merchant. I'm going to need some proof. If you'd give me a little something to show me you mean well, then maybe I won't arrest you. Give you something? Ah, you want me to bribe you? Keep your voice down, you idiot. The guard bound Thomas and began to beat him with butts of their spears. I had to stop them. Only kicks are effective. Kick the crap out of them! Oh no! They can cut me with swords! It was horribly wrong. You know, they say only kicks are effective. Off the side with you! Or not. Let's go for round two. Whoop. Sad. Doesn't go off the side. That was lucky. Please tell me it's done. Oh no. Oh yes? Oh no. Which way is this going? Do I have to kill another one with my feet only? Oh no. Okay, well, let's kick the axe so that my feet get more kicky.
mine. Carry. Too easy. Have a taste.
To the wall! Let's go!
I'll cover you.
I was hoping it would be enough regardless. Ah! Foot! My foot won! Do I have to kill a third one? Oh no. This is only bad news.
Fight. Take this.
Ah, dang, he's a spearman.
You dare.
Yes, you dare! Ah. Sorry,
The
Thomas!
soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I don't know if I can't edge these guys at all.
Fight.
Or if, Could you get hit by my foot instead of facing through it? Well, I kicked in my move. Okay, this is really difficult.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I think Astaroth has like no kicks at all. You know, it would work. My Grieve Edge. If I had my Grieve Edge, this would be easy peasy stuff.
Give up.
Come on, come on. Through! Off the cliff! Off the cliff! Dang it! There's no way. This map is preventing throwing off, like throw. People falling.
Fight. Ready?
Too slow.
Boom!
The jigsaw. Ready? Ready?
You're worthless. Stop this. You're mine. KO.
Charge!
Fight.
Dang.
Take this.
Let's go. Whoop. Why don't you go off the cliff?
The jigsaw.
Have a taste. Wrong move.
Yeah, you're right.
You want a beating?
Let's go. May not do a lot of damage. I can at least slam you in the ground.
Sorry.
Take this.
Is it a Helix weapon? I completely forgot how to do the charge at the very end. It was like, it should be towards him, right? Grr. If you defy me, then you defy the Ming Empire itself. What's all the commotion over here? Your Excellency, what are you doing here?
Excuse me, good sir. These officers here were just trying to get me to bribe them.
You fools! My dear travelers, allow me to offer my deepest apologies for these troubles you've been caused.
Oh, no need to apologize. This sort of thing happens all the time. Looks like you saved me again, friend. This is the perfect opportunity to pay you back for that helpful thing that you did on that fateful day. Just as I promised, I've got some good, real special for you you're bound to like.
Thomas produced a small bundle of pressed it into my hands.
Go on, take it. It's yours. You know, I actually could still use your help. Truth be told, I'm looking to get into the tea business, and the market's just taken a huge hit. I'd like to buy up as much as I can while the price is still low.
Sure, go, do it.
Wow, I can really corner the market with this much. I'm gonna be swimming in profit.
Thomas left with high spirits, laughing jovially, beaming. Yeah. Woo! I got nothing for that. Essentially, I assume what happened was he gave me money and then I gave it back. But I'm hoping that that's going to come out as something great. Yeah, okay, so ring outs were disabled, I assume. As they are here. Only vertical attacks are effective. Oh, well that works perfectly for me. Back in Yongguang, it seemed that as though life was beginning to return to normal. The people were finally starting to recover from the tragedy.
Who are you, huh? What are you doing?
I heard voices coming from the alleyway up ahead. It sounded like trouble. A man dressed like a merchant came running out moments later. His slight form and hesitant gait made it clear that he was not the source of any violence.
Oh, thank goodness, a warrior, please save me.
The merchant moved to cower behind me just as a masked man stepped up out of the alley. I found a weapon pointed at me. Hand him over, or you'll regret it. I say nay. What say you in your defense?
Battle 1.
Only vertical attacks are working, so just shove the axe in his face.
Ready?
Just keep shoving that axe into his face, it's an axe. He's not even trying, and he is dead now. Whoop!
Battle 2.
I love that.
Fight.
Pop, pop, pop. Okay, so it's not. Ah, I see who you really are now.
The Jason. Want a beating?
This is a grab. Don't think it counts.
How are you?
Technically, I would say this is a vertical swing now. No? Okay.
Sorry.
He's not even fighting. See ya. Whoop. I want him to fall so bad.
Ah, I owe you a great debt. Please, let me make it up to you somehow.
A man introduced himself as Zihan and led me to the tea house by the waterway.
My family business is connecting mercenaries with clients.
You're just like that one guy.
We also help find people bodyguards and the like. To cut the chase, we're not exactly legitimate, so we operate a front to keep our more lucrative business out of sight. And just so you know, we're called the Five Rings. We run this city, or at least we used to.
Zihan sighed and sipped his tea.
In our line of work, violence is only natural, right? Well, our syndicate is accustomed to dealing with it, and pretty good at dishing it out, too. But recently, my father, Kong Wang, disappeared.
Kong Wang, a name I was familiar with.
As you can probably guess by looking at me, I am not one for fighting, so I don't command respect that my father did. Since he went missing, my men have been deserting in droves.
Seems like Zihun would never stop complaining, so I interrupted by asking about the masked man.
Oh, he's one of the Silver Tigers. That's Lin Pei's gang. They run the town a few days' journey from here. And they have a real grudge against my father. They'll take any chance they can to get controls. That Michael.
And then Zihan just died. There we go. Okay, well. Trying to speak is difficult.
I know they've still got plenty of tricks in store for us. But I'm glad that you were here to foil them today. Thanks again.
Zihan smiled at me. He certainly didn't act like the heir of a powerful crime family. I couldn't help but feel worried about him. I felt a connection between us, at least because of Kong Wang, and I decided to check up on him again if the opportunity presented itself. That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Good night! I hope you enjoyed it.